Hi, so today I'll be discussing about heredity and evolution. Now, chances of survival depends on the nature of variation. Like for example, bacteria that can withstand heat will survive better in a heat wave compared to in a snow or ice condition. So, rules for inheritance of traits. The father and the mother contribute practically equal amount of genetic material to the child. That means that each trait can be influenced by both paternal and maternal DNA. Thus, for each trait, there will be two versions in child. Now, traits are either dominant or recessive. If they are dominant, they are denoted by capital T, and recessive then small t. Mechanism of heredity. Cellular DNA is the information source for making protein in a cell. Gene is section of DNA that provides information for one protein, is the gene for that particular protein. Genes control characteristics of traits, but how? Plants have hormones that can trigger growth. Like height of the plant can depend on a particular plant hormone. Plant hormone is amount of plant hormone made will depend on the efficiency of the process for making it. Now, enzyme works efficiently, then a lot of hormone will be made and plant will be tall. If the same enzyme has some alteration, it will work less efficiently, and the hormone made will be less, and hence the plant will remain short. Now, results of Mendel experiment, he explained by mechanism, which is like each cell have two copies of each chromosome, male and female, one of male, one of female. Every germ cell will take one chromosome from each pair. This may be paternal or maternal origin. When they combine, they will restore the normal number of chromosomes in the progeny. This ensures the stability of the DNA of the species. Now, sex determination. Sex of the newborn individual is determined by different species. Now, different species use different ways to define the sex. So, one can be environmental cues. That temperature at which fertilized eggs are kept determines whether it will be male or female. Then some individuals like snails can change their sex. In that case, sex is not genetically determined. So in one way it is genetically determined, and in another it is not genetically determined. And the last is genetically determined, whether genes are inherited from our parents. How are they inherited? All human chromosomes are not paired. There is maternal and paternal. These are the copies, and there are 22 pairs. From this, one pair is sex chromosome. So this sex chromosome can be perfect. One will be perfect. It can be either perfect or it can be either odd or mismatch. So if it is a perfect, then it is a female, means there will be X chromosome. There will be two X and X. And if it is a mismatch, then it will be men, that is XY, wherein X is a normal size and Y is little bit short one. Sex of child depend on father. All children will inherit X chromosome from their mother, regardless of whether they are boys or girls. The sex of the children will depend on what they inherit from their father. Now, child who inherits X chromosome from father is girl, and the child who inherits Y chromosome from father is boy. Evolution. Frequency of an inherited trait changes over generation. Since genes control trait, frequency of certain genes in a population also changes over the generation. Speciation. The process of genetic drift and natural selection will result in isolated subpopulation of organisms becoming more and more different from each other. Eventually, members of these two groups will be incapable of reproducing with each other even if they happen to mate. This can happen due to DNA changes are severe enough, such as change in number of chromosome. Eventually, the germ cell of the two groups will not fuse with each other, and that's how they become incapable of reproducing. Characteristic: details of appearance or behavior, a particular form or a particular function. Like for example, photosynthesis that takes place in plant is its characteristic. The wings of bats are skin fold stretched mainly between elongated fingers, and wings of birds are a feathery covering all along the arm. Now the design, structure and component of both are different, but they look similar because they have common purpose of flying, but their origins are not common. This makes them analogous characteristic rather than the homologous characteristics. Fossils are preserved traces of living organisms. Now, age of fossils can be determined by using two components. One is relative, wherein we dig into the earth and start finding fossils. Fossils found closer to the surface are more recent. And second way is detecting ratio of different isotopes of the same elements of the fossil material. Feathers provide insulation in cold weather, but later they might become useful for flight. In fact, some dinosaurs had feathers, although they could not fly using feathers. Birds seem to have later adopted the feathers to fly. Now, wild cabbage, how has wild cabbage evolved? So first it was grown as a food plant. It generated different vegetables from it by selection. So different vegetables, when there is very short distance between leaves, we call it cabbage that we eat. Then arrested flower development is broccoli, sterile flower is cauliflower, swollen parts are kohlrabi, and large leaf when it grows as it is kale.